In this video, I'm kind of explain some of the stuff in the user interface here. It looks really complicated at first. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on here. First of all, this assistant here. Suppose you can get at that if you go to help in what's new in Android Studio. I'm going to shut that off for now. To do that, there's a little button right here. It's going to say go away, bye-bye. Okay, that gives me a little bit more room for my code up here. Down across the bottom here, you got a bunch of things that can show up down here, okay? For example, here's a terminal, which we aren't really going to use. The build shows us just what's going on as you're building your app, as far as compiling it and things like that. And we can downsize this a little bit by dragging this. Notice how you can actually take and shut them off if you click on and off on that, just like that, okay? But we're going to leave that down there for later, okay? Over here, you've got your project explorer, they call it. In here, you're going to find all kinds of information. For example, we're going to be getting into our Java quite soon, okay, the code. To get in that, you take and you click on these and open them up. And this main activity is your code right here. Notice I can take and I can shut these windows back off again here if I want to. And then I can bring them back up again if I want to by clicking on them like that. I can actually make my project folder go away if I wish by opening and closing and clicking on it right there, okay? Like that. Let's see. The main activity is created in what they call activity main.xml, okay? We'll talk about that a little more length later, but that's how you can actually take and you can design your activity and add things to it. Notice you got buttons and text boxes and things like here that we're going to be dragging into here later. When we do this in the background, it's actually creating XML code, which you don't have to worry too much about it right now, okay? We might talk about that in a couple weeks from now, but just let it go ahead and build this stuff. Don't worry about it. If you suddenly say, well, where's my activity main? You can actually go down into your resources down here if we accidentally shut off our activity main or design here, okay? Go ahead and shut that off like that. It's gone. Oh no, that's actually in our layouts, resources, layouts, and there's our activity main right there. And then we can get back to that again. So you can see you got to kind of learn how to work with your project here, okay? Now there is a different way this can show up. If it's not an Android, for example, it's in project, it's going to look all different here, okay? Make sure you always keep this for now in Android, because that way it's going to look familiar and you're going to be able to find things that you need to find. Hopefully that will help you navigating. Once again, if you want to quit, you can go File. You can say Close Project. That'll get you back to the main screen, okay, the screen where you're taking, you either create one or something like that. You can also say Open and New here if you want. You can also do Save All. However, the thing is, each time you take and run your program, it does save all for you, so you don't have to if you don't want to. That's it for your introductory to the Android Studio user interface.